Hi, I'm Steve Smith with the Wired Family, and this is my 5-minute take. As TikTok faces on-again, off-again potential bans, many self-titled TikTok refugees are switching to Rednote, known in China as Xiaohongshu, or Little Red Book. Now, while the name might remind you of Mao's famous political book, the company claims it's simply a cheeky reminder of their former leader, and we all know how playful Mao was. Frankly, Rednote is kind of similar to TikTok. Users share fashion, lifestyle, and travel content. However, its terms of use agreement is written in Mandarin and prohibits users from sharing false information, gossip about celebrities or other creators, and content violating the Chinese Constitution's basic principles. Additionally, content that slanders China's cultural traditions or incites ethnic hatred and discrimination is also strictly forbidden. However, over 1 million Uyghurs and other Muslim minorities that are in forced labor camps today might argue that point. Now, one interesting note in the entire Rednote and TikTok debate should focus on the Chinese Communist Party having access to your content or your kids' content. So even if you're in China and you're selling, we'll say, wallpaper or flowers or paper clips, the Personal Information Protection Law and the Data Security Law mandates that companies collect, store, and use personal data and provides access to the CCP upon request. Now, to me, the entire debate about TikTok, or eventually Rednote, should be this one issue. This is the danger of any app owned by an adversary. They have access to your data, and through their algorithm slowly sends content to their users with the intent to change their hearts and minds. Now, when I logged on, I was presented with a simple interface that asked me to select categories of content. So I selected travel guides, road trips, running, rock climbing, movies, TV shows, pets, photo portfolios, tech gadgets, and painting. Now, what I received was many, many young women dressed in skin-tight clothing dancing to American hip-hop music. Now, I assume these were actually TikTok refugees who feared a pending TikTok ban and made the voyage over to Rednote. Other subtle and not so subtle videos included the demeaning of America, including an excerpt from the HBO series A Newsroom with Jeff Daniels, who, when asked about how great America is, went on to rampage about what is wrong with America. Now, I got to be honest with you, that segment was somewhat taken out of context. But nonetheless, there were 4 or 5 others that were very similar that I saw. But according to the terms of use agreement, written in Mandarin, if this video were about China, it would have been banned. Bottom line, Rednote and TikTok, they're somewhat similar. Both are under Chinese government control, with the main difference being Rednote's stronger emphasis on promoting Chinese culture while criticizing American values. But I did find one positive note about the app. I saw many Chinese users trying to learn more about America, and that's good. And I also saw many Americans trying to learn more about Chinese culture. It reminds me of what C.S. Lewis once said about friendship. Friendship is born at the moment when one man says to the other, "What? You too?" So maybe there could be something positive if it leads to a better understanding of each other. We'll see how that works out. So, should I allow my child to use Rednote? Well, here are some thoughts. The subtle political conversations and the highly sexualized TikTok refugees might be a little bit much for teens and tweens, and it might very well cause some serious doom scrolling. Although there is a teen mode on Rednote, which is a good thing. It's written in Mandarin, so you'll need to use Google Translate to really use it properly. And although it does prioritize educational content, for the hour or so that I was on the app, I didn't see as much as I had hoped. But the good news is that the app limits use to 40 minutes per day and between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 p.m., which is like many other Chinese apps. So that's my 5-minute take on Rednote. And thanks for taking the time to tune into our program. If you are interested in the Wired Family presenting at your school, church, business, or organization, simply email marybeth@awiredfamily.org and consider ordering our newest book, Social Media and the Silent Experiment, The Demise of Childhood. And finally, if you feel someone else might find value in the program, please consider forwarding it on to them. For now, I'm Steve Smith with the Wired Family, and that's my 5-minute take.